Once there was a boy named Grayson who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother, Baba Jordan, did not want to. Okay, Louise, I need you to sit right over here. Did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Grayson wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba Jordan made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens. So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. A mole, okay Victor, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. Tristan, it was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit, we have two rabbits, Davian and Leah. Go ahead, go on in. Stopped for a moment to admire their winter coats. It was then that they saw the mitten and they wriggled in. At first, the mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when they saw the rabbit's big kickers, they moved over. Next, a hedgehog. All right. Oh, we have two of them. Okay, Rhiannon and Mackenzie came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, they decided to move into the mitten and warm themselves. The mole and the rabbits were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. As soon as the hedgehogs disappeared into the mitten, a big owl. Who's the owl? Then Emilio and Tristan, are you an owl? Tristan, what do you have? Oh, yep, we have two of them, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. Tristan. When they decided to move in, also the mole, the rabbits, and the hedgehogs grumbled, but when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let them in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. I think we have Austin and Simon. You both are badgers, and you guys can go in. They eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbits, the hedgehogs, and the owls were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw their diggers, they gave them the thumb. Little animals, you're supposed to be taking a little nap in the mitten. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. There's we've got two foxes. Okay, foxes. Go on in. Not Just the sight of the cozy mitten made them feel drowsy. The foxes poked their muzzles in. When the mole, the rabbits, the hedgehogs, the owls, and the badgers saw their shiny teeth, they gave the foxes lots of room. Then a great bear lumbered by. There she is. She spied the mitten all plumbed up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, she began to nose her way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be, but what animals would argue with the bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its sizes, but Baba Jordan's good knitting held fast. Along came a meadow mouse. Here, little meadow mouse. No bigger than an acorn. He wiggled into the one space left and made himself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. Okay, guys, listen. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Are you ready, bear? The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions.
Oh, man. That was fun.
And on his way home, Grayson saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. As he ran to catch his snow white mitten, he saw Baba Jordan's face in the window. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound. Then she saw he still had his new mitten. But look in the book what happened to the mitten.
It got scratched